Hello, rejects. We're gonna watch the trailer today for 50 Shades Darker. Who is not excited for this film? I bet everyone's really enthusiastic about this picture. The first one was so good, so rewarding. It lived up to expectations of fans, and it also brought in a whole new generation of audiences. I'm sure this one's gonna do the same. I hope there's some cool song in this trailer. You know what? I'm gonna try to be positive about this one.
I want you back. I'm not very good at this. I never wanted to try again. Have dinner with me.
Okay, fine. I will have dinner with you.
Dumbass.
Because I'm hungry. But we are only talking, and that is it. Gotta be quicker than that, Cray. Are you happy? I've never been happier.
Ugh, no, you idiot.
Take him off.
What? Oh! Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's pretty hot. Right now. Oh! Oh, you clever dog, you.
Your boyfriend has a reputation. Do you want to be kept or have respect?
Uh-huh.
Do you think you're the first woman who's tried to save him?
You were.
He's changing. It's not what he wants anymore.
But it's what he needs.
Looking so crazy in love.
Baby, you got me. You got me.
Ooh. Sex stuff looks great. What was that?
You're just gonna stand there gawking.
Yes.
God, I want to do it to this song. Alright, okay.
If something were to happen to you, I could never forgive myself.
In a day and age where great trailers are made out of bad movies, I'm still skeptical, but I will say that was a good trailer. I thought it was a good trailer. I mean, I really don't know what the response is on this trailer of what a lot of people are saying. To me, it doesn't look that much different than the first trailer they released. I mean, except for a few more sexy moments, like when he's like, take it off, and she starts taking off her underwear. Oh, that's kinky. That's some kinky shit. And then the elevator, there's a lot of PDA in here. A lot of PDA, a lot of inappropriate public displays of affection. But who knows, maybe they'll have a sex scene where a bunch of people are just watching them. That would be something else, huh? I mean, they're both very attractive people. Like, the dude's sexy, fucking Dakota Johnson's sexy. I think they're both very sexy people, and the sex stuff looks like it could be amped up. I mean, one thing that people felt was lacking was the sex stuff in the first one, so I feel like they could be amping it up. Same time though, this looks different in some ways. Like, this looks more like a thriller, more of an interesting thriller than the first one. I gotta give it that. Do I think this film's gonna be great? Definitely not. Do I have skepticism? Most certainly. With that being said, I feel like they're at least trying to make it better from what I see from the trailer. Sometimes you're just wrong, though, when you watch the movie. Trailers can be very misleading. So I gotta say, that was kind of a hot trailer, man. I thought that was kind of a hot trailer. I mean, Anastasia's back. She's still stupid, falling in love with this guy. I mean, some people probably think I'm being judgmental by saying that. I don't know, that kind of goes against the whole arc of the first one where she left Christian and actually getting pulled back in. But then again, you know, I've met women who have dated guys who they shouldn't have been dating, and then they go back to them and they still want to change them, but only someone can change themselves. You can't change anyone. To me, this could be a good representation of like toxic relationships where a lot of the time sexual attraction outweighs any of the emotional and potential physical pain that can occur from this. I should redo that take because I didn't say occur properly, but I'm not going to do that. And then when I say thriller aspect, you got Kim Basinger in there, who I'm assuming is playing like a former lover of his. I know in the first one they hinted that he had a dom or something. I forget the technical terms on these things. That he had, you know, an older woman who he, you know, was sleeping with, fell in love with, and I'm assuming that's probably her, which is cool because Kim Basinger is that sexy older woman. Saw her at Michelli's a couple months ago. Didn't approach her, but man, does she look fine. I know what it's like to be a guy who's jealous of a girl's past and like the guy she's been with, or you know, if she's dated more people or slept with more people than I have, which is like 99.9% of the time. I guess I kind of like how they're dealing with that in terms of, you know, it's instead of the, you know, Christian Grey being jealous of Anastasia, it's Anastasia has to deal with the envy of all the people from, like, it sounds like she's dealing with a lot of people from Christian Grey's past, which I guess could be more interesting. Because I don't think that just the two of them focusing primarily just on them throughout the whole film. I mean, they're going to do that for this one. It's going to primarily be them. But I feel like we're getting a much bigger cast this time around, which can make for a more intriguing film, hopefully. I hope the cover of Crazy Right Now is used in this movie and during one of their sex scenes, because, I mean, it's just, how do you not want to do it to that song? How do you just not want to make love passionately to that song? It's like a great mix of making love and rough at the same time. That's the best kind of sex, where you're connected, but it's also intense. You know what I mean? Talking as an adult here about sex. I'm not talking some pervy attitude. I'm saying the best kind of lovemaking is when it's passionate, hot, heated, and I feel like it could deliver on that. The only thing that this film really needs to back this up is great character. Like, I hope they improve the character. I hope the performances get better. I hope this everything just gets better. Otherwise, you're just like, I'd rather just watch porn. I feel like that's a lot of people's thing when they watch this. Is like, if you're not really into the story or the characters, and then the only times where it's kind of enjoyable is when there's sex going on, you're like, this is softcore porn. Not even that really revealing kind of pornography. I like erotic thrillers, you know? I think of like the good old Michael Douglas days. You know? Like Ant-Man, like Disclosure or Fatal Attraction. Like, you know, when Michael Douglas was like boning women in the 80s or 90s? I can't remember what the era was. Let's see what some comments are saying. I got this one from the Movie Clips Trailers site. Yeah, like Isham 2044. Watching a porno is cheaper and saves 1 hour 30 minutes of your time. Oh yeah, that was the moment I was like, what was going on? Like, what was that? Like the helicopter was firing bullets and it looked like a moment out of Kong Skull Island for a second. Because I'm 50 Shades of fucked up. I remember that line. This movie, I feel like, can succeed in two ways. One, it just makes a better dramatic thriller, better erotic thriller. Yeah, A. Or B, it just embraces that it's shit and it goes with that. Like, it goes with the fact that it's cheesy and silly and ridiculous. Like, if it can embrace that, because a lot of the first one felt unintentionally bad. If this one goes the route of just making a better movie or just going intentionally bad, I feel like you're great. It's just not good when you try to make a good movie and then it ends up being shit. You gotta just know what you're trying to make. Anyway, guys, what do you think of the trailer? Did you get hot and bothered, or are you annoyed again? If you're new to this channel, subscribe today, become a reject. Ah, damn, that's not the catchphrase. 1 million subscribers.